Hello, everybody. You know, I've been doing this live stream for a few months now. You let people know that you're going to go through some pain and misery, and everyone just starts showing up. But welcome, everyone. If you don't know what the One Chip Challenge is, you're about to find out. And I got some rules that I set up for my own self. And one of those being is that I won't drink anything. Because I drink all my water before doing the show. And I don't have any milk. So, the good thing is I'll be sitting here in front of you for 1 hour after eating the chip. And you get to enjoy vicariously through me the experience. And it will be an experience. I've done this before. Make sure that if you are on this show, that you go ahead and like, subscribe, share it everywhere. Grandparents, cousins, people that you like, people that you don't like. Just pour me out. That I ever had one to begin with. But I must have been doing something right. I created my own logo, so there's that. You think we can get more than 8 watchers here on the YouTube there? Who else do we have in here? Has anyone else in here tried the One Chip Challenge before? Oh, thank you. You know, that gives me a little notification on my side to let me know that you've done that. Anyone that has recently subscribed, if you have your security settings on YouTube or other places set to where it's open, you get your name added to the little scroller there at the bottom. See, you can see your name. Isn't that pretty cool? I've been there before. It's not a fun pain. I didn't enjoy it. It was an experience, I will say. You don't forget it. Alright. Do we have Alan Dunford in here? To be honest, I do this all for him. Because he pays me. Well, he's not actually paying me to do this, but should call him up on the phone, get him into the chat as well. Alright. Are we do it all for Alan? Man, oh man, do we. Him and Will. And Dave. Brian, I guess, too. I mean, he's there. Yeah. I spent all my money on a chip and I didn't prioritize. So that's on me. What's good? Oh, you're here. The soon to be the real physical pain in my ass. I do this for you, Ellen. Know this. Alright, now that you're here, I guess we can go ahead and start it. Hello. I am looking at the box right now. It has a huge warning label on the back that says if you're allergic to spicy foods and have medical issues and stuff, don't do it. But hey, it's 25 calories per chip. Can't beat that. But before I do it, before I open it up, if you haven't tried the one chip challenge, I have tried it before, and it was an interesting moment, to say the least. Let me show you a little video of that moment.
Whew. This is so much worse than pizza burn. It doesn't stop burning. 5 minutes. Right here it burns. At almost 10 minutes, handling this like a champ. I'm at 12 minutes. This was dumb. Oh, this was dumb. I don't know if I want to throw this up or poop this out. They reached 20 minutes. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to feel fire from my butthole. 25 minutes. One butthole to roll them all. 3 minutes in. Ooh. This isn't the dumbest thing I've done. It wasn't so bad. Destroyed.
So as you can see, it's not so bad. Yeah, it affects speech. You see on the back of the box, it says if you're allergic to hot, spicy peppers and stuff, that you can, have a reaction to it. And I do have a reaction to spicy stuff, because spicy stuff is really hot to me. So, there's that. Yeah, and I also said at that time, which, I'm not a liar, this wasn't the dumbest thing that I have done, because I know me. I knew there'd be a part 2. So, I have the box open. As you can see here, it comes with a nice little decorations inside. Let's see here. What to expect. Carolina Reaper pepper and scorpion pepper. This high voltage chip was created for the shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain. Aren't they all? And it has 5 different stages. So, we'll get to experience all 5 stages. Fun. Oh, that's Carolina Reaper and Trinidad Scorpion Pepper. I thought this was going to come with gloves, but let's see here. Where's the gloves at? I know they're around here somewhere. Well, maybe I didn't get them. Yeah, that's fine. No gloves, but I have a nice apron. Product placement. Check. Comes with a nice little poster. Oh, that's upside down. Yep. Totally worth the pain that you go through. And then you get to hang it up on your wall, your fridge, and never forget. But the box itself Completely worth it. And the chip, this is what you've been waiting for, right? Is individually wrapped. You know what? Before I take on this dry morsel, I know it doesn't taste good, and it is dry. Let me get some water here. If you've never done it, and you hate spicy food or love spicy food, I'd recommend trying it. Yeah, I have some. Well, it's just to wet the palate. Also, before we get into that, I want to let you know that this is not necessarily brought to you by, but because of Grandma Chainsaw and the team that brought Hocus Hocus, the reason why it's so reflective like that is because it's metal. It's a metal cover. Isn't that pretty? It's got all 4 volumes of Hocus Hocus. Now, not only that, but a preview went out recently. And with that little preview was this. Grandma Chainsaw. This is the reason why we're all here, right? That's why you guys came, right? Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. Not gonna lie, this chip is like holding a scorpion in your hands. It's a good thing I turned my air down. Probably shouldn't have put it all over my fingers, but product placement pays off, right, Alan? Look at this. It's so dark blue. Has a unique smell of chips. But I guess here it goes, right? I'm going to get hiccups, and with that, I have something for you to watch.
You're alone a lot of the time. A lot of the time when you're making something, you have to be alone. It's probably you with some music or a movie in the background and you're nose down, drawing or painting or working on a computer somewhere. So it's nice to just get an insight into other people's process, how they work, how they live, especially guys that are freelance, other guys that they do it for a living 100%. I think people almost look at it like it's one of those things that they like, but they don't know how it gets made. They're like, "Oh, you make comics? How does that work?" When I was working on the Atomic Robo short, that was something that I went somewhere and just had lunch and took a page with me, and was so happy when someone asked me what you were doing. I was like, "I'm working on a comic book," and they were like, "Oh my god!" And the disconnect is so big. They're like, "Do you know anybody who works on Batman?" And of course I don't, but in like a layman's eyes, it's just like this magical place where like things get created, and I love that. I love that it's becoming accepted by mainstream. So we're doing something right.
My name is Tim Townsend. I'm primarily an inker, illustrator. I've been at Marvel Comics for about 20 years now. I got into comics when I was about 4 years old. My father bought me one of those little 3-packs that you used to be able to get at 7-Elevens. It was always the crappy comic books on the outside, but there was a chance you might get that cool one in the middle. You never knew what it was. It turned out to be this old Charlton Comics E-Man, and it had a backup story in it called Raj 2000 by John Byrne. I was only 4 years old. Something about that art like just set something off in my head. I think it's a little weird for a 4-year-old kid to kind of pick up on not just art but an art style, but something about his art just got the ball rolling for me. And right at that point I decided I wanted to draw comic books when I grew up.
as I was saying, they say that this makes your head go all noodly. I got you. And that, I'll be honest, it makes you kind of buzzy, like up in the floaters. Hot intestines? Yeah, it's getting there. So, 5 minutes. That hurt. That's that noodle stuff in the brain that makes you not be able to say things correctly. Oh, it's so hot. People are dumb out there. They're just like, you know what? We can make things hotter. Let's make this really hot. And someone said, no one's going to eat that. Well, there's somebody who wants the likes and the shares and the follows. So, let's check this stuff out. So 1 minute, if you only make it 1 minute, it says on here that you're powerless. Check. Not powerless, but at 10 minutes, powerful stuff. So powerful. You know, what it does is it's like, you've suffered enough. I will let you go, child. And then you're just like, oh, thank you so much for showing me mercy. Psych! And it just comes right back. And then it's like, oh yeah, remember that stomach pain? We'll bring that back for its sequel. That's fun. Alright. So. For those who don't know how hot it is, it's not just a chip. I have graphics in this one. Excuse me. And according to this graphic, if you go full screen, the Carolina Reaper and the Trinidad Scorpion are all the way up at the top. And some jerk out there was like, let's put them both into a chip. We'll call it a challenge. They said no one will do it. Someone's like, someone's going to do it. So here we are. Thank you. Oh, it's so hot. A log line. Nope. I didn't plan too far in advance when it hit my stomach. I should have ate breakfast. There we are. We're almost at 10 minutes. This ain't so bad. Do it for the vine. Man, that deserves like a blurry wipe effect. Oh, I get what you mean. Vines. Funny. Vines became a thing. YouTube got scared. TikTok becomes a thing. Vines goes bye-bye. Now everyone's doing shorts, stories. It's everywhere. I feel sorry for my stomach too. But let's start this on this little adventure that we're on right now. Well, it all started with this other product placement of a video, which we recently had an amazing Kickstarter. For those who don't know what that is, that's where you go and fund your stuff. Someone will explain it in the comments, hopefully. Be much appreciated. This reminds me of the time that I just sucked down 8 cocktails as a +1 in an upscale restaurant. Me and the bartender, we just sat there and just talked about Mandalorian. And that's how we got along. I'll tell you what. I'm not saying that I'm any sort of celebrity, but you could sit there and go around to like bartenders and be, because the first thing that people ask is, what do you do? And you could say that I do comics. And if they're a nerd and a bartender, God, you'll have the best night. But I don't recommend that. You don't want to end up like Bleeding Cold News. That's a deep cut. Those of you who know. Yeah, I probably deserve that. So, I think some dust blew onto my arm. Yeah, that burns. So, well, that's burning my eyeball. Enjoy this, video of, I think it'll be Focus Hocus, maybe. Or,
the greatest magician the world has ever known.
Yeah, there, up in the corner. Oh, that really hurts in your eye.
A captive audience. But it wasn't
I'm a brave man. I don't know about brave.
was it? We
I think if I went to go and check my mail at a busy post office in my underwear, that'd be pretty brave.
forget who made you.
Jason Momoa said once in an interview that during Game of Thrones that he just wore socks.
Hocus, hocus.
But I guess if you are Jason Momoa, it's not really brave, you're just kind of like showing off. That was Pocus Hocus. Oh, that was fun. That was good stuff. I don't know exactly what it is I'm allowed to talk about with further things of stuff. I forget. So, we are 13 minutes in. What do I get for, oh god, the next one's 30 minutes, it's supercharged. Anyway, that's Grandma Chainsaw up there. It's pretty cool. We do good work together. Brian Belonda, he does all the pencil work on there. He does really good stuff. Well, that really stinks. But if you look at all the, page there, honestly, I don't think milk or water would have ever helped in this situation. Oh yeah. It's all over this apron, probably. I should not get it everywhere. This is the page that I'll be working on. As you can see, we're almost there. Oh, that really hits your stomach. No. You want to, pardon me, poop it out sort of way, but in a, this is just, it's painful in the stomach. Let's see, let's put back on our protective shields. I don't think it's a good idea to open up the eyeball. And so maybe I can just use the back side of this because it really did rip it in. Okay, so here's another page. That's pretty cool. With these pages, ooh, that really hurts in the stomach. And these pages, I like to add my own little flair to it, because it's like paying homage to old horror movies. Yeah, when it hits, you just kind of have to let it do its thing. I'll tell you this. I've drank a lot of blue things. That didn't taste like blue. It didn't taste like blue at all. That's false advertising. Blue was my favorite flavor. Ugh. Gotta do the robot dance. That really does help. Here's the sequel. Look at that, it goes down deep into your gut. It's like gonna make sure that it makes itself known all the way through every portion of your intestines. It's just like, remember me the whole way. So, if you guys haven't tried the One Chip Challenge, I highly recommend it. It's an adventure that you'll never forget. And, of course, like, you could go to, like, Safari, or, oh man, why do I get things in my eyes? You could go on a safari, sure, but, you know, that costs a lot of money. And these are just chips. Chips aren't that expensive. And it's an experience. So, almost 20 minutes in. Totally worth it. Oh, I love that. How it not only burns, but hurts all the way through. You know, one thing that they didn't really tell you about in the box, I really wish that they would have, is that I was expecting it to burn like any sort of digestible food group. I was almost expecting it. But man, there was a preview when you have to pee that you're like, I didn't know that burns too. So that's just part of the adventure. Everything just kind of hurts all the way through. But I wish I could spit things out. I should have bought a bucket instead of just swallowing this lava. It's like the worst heartburn I've ever had. So, here we go. Page 12. Whew. We'll do it with one eye. Oh man, that really burns in the eyeball. It's a little moist. It's a gross word. But first things first, you gotta take some reference from old grandma. That's not a jab at her age. We all get old sometimes, and it's okay. Sometimes it leads to old ladies who buy Werther's Originals and has grandkids over and just has you sit by a lamp that's old and for whatever reason has those dangling things off of the lampshade. She always had Werther's and strawberry candies. You don't know where she got it, but you didn't ask questions, Grandma. Oh, that hurts. Excuse me. Stop. Coloring things. Flatting things. This is fine, as the little puppy dog says in the burning home. If you guys missed out on Pocus Hocus and the magic that was there within those volumes, you really missed out. It's a really good story. Does this go away in the eyeball though? Oh man, that's rough. So, Pocus Hocus, if you guys missed out on that, go check out Grandma Chainsaw's upcoming Kickstarter. You can go there now, I believe. Alan, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're still there. Which you should be. It's not like you had other things to do. You knew we was doing this. But Alan, if you're still there, you've got that information. Be sure to share that, pardon me, in those comments. And I will relay that out loud for purposes. Okay, we are 22 minutes in. The hour's almost up. I know that this has been going on for a little bit longer than an hour. And I gotta be honest, I can't wait for this to be over. The funny thing is that on the thing, the little box, is that it tells you to last like an hour, and then you get some sort of reward. I did hang up that poster on my refrigerator from last year, so that was worth it, every little bit. I'm glad that they're enjoying it. I'm glad that they're enjoying it. I'm glad that they're enjoying it. It just makes it all so warm inside. So warm inside. I downloaded a bleep button, but I contain all the curse words, mostly because in the first 5 minutes I couldn't speak. Sorry, I have a dog, and when I say that, you never know what you're going to get. He could be nearby and hear that incorrectly. I did load him up with a lot of treats, so hopefully he's happy and content. I have some neighbors out there. They have a cat. That's a cute little cat. The little white cat. Curious thing. And for like the last 3 days, I couldn't figure out why my dog Leah was just going all kinds of nutty. Barking like there was an intruder breaking in. Excuse me. There's not. I would check out the window, couldn't see anything. Every now and then I'd check out. I said, you just your dog just starts barking at things. Isn't that great? Sometimes they get senile, it's fine. And then I pulled up one day and saw that little cat outside, and Leo's little face pressed against the wind. That's not a stroke. Don't worry. Don't call paramedics. Saw a little cat coming, like Leo's face up against the window, and he was having at it with that poor little kitty cat. Cat didn't seem to care, so I just assumed that's probably the reason why he's going all kinds of crazy. What would be awesome is if you look down in the links somewhere in the realm of my video. Ooh. Oh man, that like went deeper into my eyeball. That's not fun. Someone order me a pizza. Have at it. Delivered. So I can just eat the whole thing and crash out in a coma and forget this. Don't worry, Alan. You will have page 12. Then I can rush Dave. Those who don't know, Dave is the letterer on this book, and he does an awesome job. Ooh, it gives you the tingles after a while. Next year, I'm going to break it all up into a powder and snort it. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. Do that stuff. Whoo, buddy, that'll be fun. Check out these flats, though. Oh man, those are excellent. 2 colors. Oh man, I'm not even joking. That's actually very moist in the eyeball. And like when you drink water, when you have hot stuff, and it just makes it hotter. My tongue no longer feels anything. I think my eyeball's like, brain, bro, I don't know what's going on downstairs, but red alert, we didn't eat anything, and something's happening. Brain's like, I don't know what the hell happened. Hand's like, I know what happened. It's like, oh, Jesus, you stupid hand. You had specific instructions not to touch your eye. But the brain's like, yeah, I know. We did have those instructions, but remember last year when you did this and you were like, hey, where's the rubber gloves? And then you went ahead and ordered it? Because you were like, hey, comes with gloves. And then it didn't come with gloves? Because that's a different package. Those are separate. Well, a different kind of one chip challenge. Comes with a better poster. Whatever. And I think it comes with a different box. Oh, and a t-shirt that says, hey, look at me, I'm a dumbass. So, oh, man, really cleans out your sinuses or creates sinuses. That stuff. I'm no doctor. That's why we're here. I color things. Sometimes I design and I make music and I do video editing. And I play video games. Alan Dunford, He probably just came in and was like, hey, and then he was like, I'm bouncing. I'll watch it in the previews. But Alan, me and him, we play Overwatch. Not together. Because I had a real problem when it came to Overwatch. You know, you hear about those people that's like, would you, no, don't, no, this kid's watching. Would you, you know, hey, Overwatch non-stop and forget about all your priorities? Let's just say I played enough that I clocked in at least a year's worth total hours. But as you know, if you play games, just one more game, right? And then before you know it, the sun's coming up, and you're like, oh, no. Sun's coming up, and I didn't sleep any. You know, sun's already coming up. What's one more game? So you play another game. And then before you know it, you're like, man, lunchtime, maybe I should eat something. And so you say to yourself, all right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back on later tonight. You go and cook something, but you don't exit out of the game. No. You just leave it running. Your buddy stays on too. They go and fix something. Now you're both eating grilled cheese sandwiches, playing Overwatch. And you've already been playing for 48 hours. Not realizing that it's been 2 days, not just one. What a mess. So, you know, that's why I don't have Overwatch installed. Oh, crikey. Was she wearing pants? Or is she not wearing pants? Is it a skirt? Is it pants? Is it a skirts and pants? What do you girls call the skirts and pants? Bada bing, look at that, 30 minutes. That's, can't see a damn thing. That's that means I got supercharged. I don't know about all that. You know what? I'm gonna say the worst is yet to come. Well, hey, Bleeding Cool. I saw some people out there making articles about some individuals who was doing a live stream, and you know, this one here is a wholesome fun for the whole family. Oh man, why is it halfway there? You know? Hey, there it is again, the stomach pains. Welcome back. Maybe what it was is that my eyeball's starting to, like, you know, not hurt as bad. And so now my stomach is like, hey buddy, remember us? We're still here. We're still traveling through. Having a good time, just swimming through the intestines. Can't wait to get to the colon. Oh man. See? Kids, this is educational. You get to learn how to color, I guess. You get to watch someone color. But it is educational. You get to add anatomy. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have any good math skills. So, history lessons. I like history. Man, can't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow this will be history, and it will just be a memory. Oh yeah, so fire, on fire, fire. Hang on. Plan B. Stomach hurts. Test the eyeball. Ooh! Yeah, okay, that cured the stomach. Sweet. Back to coloring. Oh, that's... You know, when you get tears in your eyes and you just want to wipe them, but you can't because you were like, one chip challenge, bro. Let's do it. Let's go all out. Let's not even buy extra water. Let's not even buy milk. In fact, let's go ahead and make it so that when you have plans to go to the store right after this and get yourself a snack. Tell you right now, it's not going to be any more spicy chips. Not for a bit. I say that, but I'll probably end up buying more. I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah. Whew, that stomach pain really is like no joke. And it says it, so... You know, I can't tell if it's the high blood pressure or if when they're sitting there saying that it gives you a shocking effect that they just know what they're talking about. So, step 1, tongue takeover. Got it? Shock the senses was step 2. If you remember pretty close to the beginning of this video, I was talking to myself. Step 3, surge of tears. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's like Nostradamus in this book. How'd they know that I was just going to do that? Step 4, jolt to the gut. Every time. Every time you feel it. It's kind of like when you're out in public and you knew that day you shouldn't have gone out in public because you were having a bad stomach day, but you had to go because you have like kids or something. You have to go to the store and like get these kids food, or child services gets called and all of a sudden it's a problem. So you got to go to the store and you just know, you're like, you can't use Walmart bathrooms or a public bathroom unless you really have to. And it's like one of those emergencies, like your stomach just hurts so bad and you just know this is it. This is one of those public humiliation moments where you just have to be a savage and really go after it. And sometimes you just have to get the job done. And this right here is like feeling that before you even can get the job done. So it's like having that feeling, but there's no job. It's just a long line at the unemployment office. Step 5, voltage overload. Sounds like a threat. Let's see here. You versus the Reaper. That's what it says up in the top of this box. A simple being who thinks they can handle the surge of extreme heat. That'd be me. Versus the Reaper, one supercharged demon powered, the most electric... Excuse me, the most electrifying peppers on Earth. I guess. There's actually one that I've recently seen. That's higher than Carolina Reaper, which Carolina Reaper is no joke. I have recently ate that in a salsa, but the thing is that I was kind of disappointed in eating it in the salsa because all it tasted like was hot. It wasn't flavor. I DoorDash with the milk. No milk. I got priorities to do after this, and then come home and knock this out. Because tonight I will be on a podcast with Mr. Alan Dunford, who has left this chat. That son of a bitch, I know he left. He was just dancing in here. Wow. You send him a link, he's just like, what's up? And then he's like, leaves, but that's okay. Because without Alan, I throw him under the bus a lot, but without Alan, I wouldn't have this really cool Grandma Chainsaw apron, which you may have saw earlier in this video. That's fun. While I'm thinking about it, let's see here. Let me take off this headset real quick. No dust in my eyes. So, that's the Hocus Hocus. Oh, what a relief. 40 minutes in? That's so bad. If you ever do it, so you gotta remember. It will be over soon. Much like when I was going through my marriage. It'll be over soon. Oh man, I'll have to edit that out, otherwise it'll be used against me in court of law. Yeah. Thank you, 2/3 in. Just joking, by the way, just jokes. But, man, if you haven't tried this, do it. You'll get a blue tongue for a bit, but I guess there's easier ways to do that. Isn't it funny that every time that someone now gets a blue tongue, our first thought is to go to, no one's ever like, do you eat raspberries? Raspberry flavored things, or blueberry flavored things, or whatever the heck ice glacier flavor is. Still don't know, but it's blue or white, whatever the blue flavors are. No one ever has just questioned you about that. They always just assume that you found a Smurf and ate those Smurfs, ate them like Gargamel. There's a dark history with the Smurfs. I didn't know this when I was younger, because they don't tell you this in the lore, I guess. There's a lot of dark history to the Smurfs, but you should go and Google that, because everything that's on the internet is true. 40 minutes in, it's not so bad, really. The first part, it's rough. I did like I said. I sat here for an hour. In the process of sitting here for an hour. So I'll have that to remember. Oh man, that spit is always fire. By the way, no, I will not be doing the bomb insanity. Because I will tell you right now, anyone who has done the one chip challenge and has tasted the bomb insanity, I think most likely will tell you that the bomb hot sauce, which this blows my mind, is way hotter. And all it contains is habanero peppers and chipotle pepper extract. And I guess the reason why that it's so hot is because it's the extract from it. It makes it very quick and intense. So, however, it was 4 a.m. last night when I was working, because, that's sometimes what you do. And was getting pretty tired, and I decided I'm going to work out like Rocky. Like I could hear Eye of the Tiger in my head at 4 a.m. because, well, I was pretty sleep deprived, but I was up, and I decided I'm gonna Rocky this out. And I didn't go for a jog or anything like that. I crack some eggs and drink them, which that was dumb of him to do. That's salmonella right there. You'll have diarrhea when you're running. That's not okay. And I took a little teaspoon of the Bomb Insanity just so that way I could cleanse the palate, warm it up. Boy, that really hurts your gut. And yeah, that bomb stuff, that's insanity. It lit me up. I was sweating like crazy. Ooh. Remember us? We're still here. I remember, yeah. We're still going through your intestines. Oh, yeah, that's so fun. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh. Hey. Just so I can let future Jason know. This isn't the dumbest thing I've done. And it won't be. Ooh, I just hurt you all the way down. Okay, for skin tones. For the time being, everyone gets the same skin color. Down here. And then that way we don't just go around clicking on things. Because in this business, as they say, time is money. And knowledge is power. And the more you know, G.I. Joe. You know, you do get the tingles. "47 minutes, not so bad, doing well. Honestly, the heat has gone away in the mouth. Until I smell that lava that gets created in there. That's like just swallowing heartburn all over again. Oh, like that. But you get all that good stuff, you know, that's a lot of fun. But it doesn't hurt so much in your mouth. It hurts more in your gut. And I remember that the last time. If you recall me just sitting on my couch. That was an hour-long video of me just roaming around my house aimlessly, walking around because I couldn't sit. I couldn't sit still. I was just walking around because it was, it's hot. And it's like somebody said, "Here, would you like to eat some fire?" And you're like, "Duh, yeah, give it to me." And so you start eating it, and you're like, "Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll wish it to go away," and then it doesn't. And so then you just sit with it. Man, those chips, they do have a flavor. It's only unique to those chips specifically, I swear. They taste old. I'm pretty sure that they were created at some point this year because they are dated for this year, but I guess they could have been sitting on the shelf for, I don't know, the last 6 years. They didn't know what was going to happen. It's just the same chip, different wrapper. And what am I going to do with all these really super hot chips? I don't know. Force people to eat them by saying that they're a pussy if they can't eat a chip. Oh, great marketing strategy. By the way, if you didn't stay through this, you're powerless. Those of you who stayed the whole time, you too get to reap the rewards of being invincible. Totally worth the invincibility. And let's try out their other chips. They're actually, the other ones are they're not so bad. They're all spicy, of course, but they have a lot of flavor, and they're pretty good chips. So yeah, I'd recommend them. Yo, Pocky, hook me up. Or Pocky. I'd be like, I can't hook you up. You can't even pronounce it right. How is it pronounced? Paquet? Paq? I'm terrible at it. Oh man, the log line. Looking way up at the chat now. Forgot all of that. That even happened. That's dope. So next year I'll break it all up and store it as a powder. Not really. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how many views I get. Also, if you haven't, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know, let me know that you're liking this stuff. Ooh, you know, that's the worst part, is it just keeps going all the way through the stomach. I wish those intestines weren't so long. Yo, give a heads up to Darwin. Evolution should really just start being like, do we really need all this intestine? Or is it just a waste of space? We could fit so much more stuff in here. Get on that, evolution. Sorry, I went to this page to get the hair color. Jeez, it takes forever. Evolution. Not this. You wait around for a while, hoping that they'll do something, you know, evolution. And then what? You see a bird. Just looks a little different from another bird. Ooh, your beak's a little pointier than the other bird that looks just like you. Which one came first, a raven or a crow? I mean, there is a difference of the two birds. I know this. We do all know this. Look at this. I was filling her hair in with the wrong color. But which one came first, the crow or the raven? In the evolutionary line. Or is that a controversial topic because some don't believe in evolution? I don't know. I never know what's controversial anymore. Planet Earth is controversial. If you're just joining in and you didn't get to see the first of this video, I do have a counter going. I accept donations. I'm trying to overthrow Elon Musk. I don't have a problem with him. I just want to be richer than him. And with great power comes great responsibility. He wants to get everyone to Mars, and I just want everyone to be happy here on Earth. So feel free to make it happen. Let's let the world know. Except China. I don't think China gets YouTube over there. That's on them. But hey, maybe they get another thing that I could stream live to. Oof. That's not the right color of her hair. So I'm going to open up another page. Oh man, that is so intense in the gutter. maybe it found its way. Maybe it went through the maze like Pac-Man. And then all of a sudden it's like the stomach. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, because let me tell you, 54 minutes in, that's excruciatingly painful right now. I think that was the part in the video where I was like, why is it like that? Oh, that must be hitting the stomach. Oh, that hurts so bad. Okay. Look at that. You get to stay for the whole video. Why couldn't the intestines have been longer? You know, there's so much more useful room. This is like, I don't know if I want to throw this over, poop this out moment. Oh, it's making me sweat. It's like the meat sweats. You know what? I just sit here and endure. This live feed will go away soon. So I probably will go throw up. And I hope that you guys are really enjoying yourself. That was words. But let me get my bearings. And focus on this. I mean, I know I made it over an hour, but that's fine. I'm just gonna undo this. It's been a moment. You guys should have check out Grandma Chainsaw. September 20th, I believe. On Kickstarter. Should be pretty awesome. Fun. Great book. I'm sweating more now. I had to spit off camera. Because this isn't going to be good. So, while we went in the stream, I started that counter a little late, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Thanks for joining. Have fun. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I know it looks like poor guy. And I agree. That poor fucking guy. But totally worth it. Enjoy this hour. I enjoyed this hour. Thanks for having your company here. Oh shoot. Now I remember when I rubbed my forehead. Return of the sweat in my eyes. Hey, well, 1 hour's been gone. We did well. Thank you for joining in. I'll probably be doing more of these. Not the one chip challenge because, well, it's not that enjoyable. So there's that. That all done, said, and everything. If you guys haven't, make sure to go ahead and hit those notification bells. You'll get notified anytime that I upload a live stream. There's a finicky thing that happens, by the way, that I don't put this on Facebook at the same time. And the reason being is that it gets shared to a page that's on my Facebook, Comics Behind the Pages. And some people aren't aware that to go there to go and do the thing and watch it from there, because for whatever reason I can't get it to link to my own personal page. But I'm sure there's a way, but I haven't done that yet. Oh boy, what a fun experience. Thank you for having me. Enjoyed this. You guys have a good one. Later, guys. Okay.